Hi there, everybody. Welcome back. This is the Energy Reduction Advisory webinar series, and this is part 2 with Edmund Lascaris of Melbourne in Australia, who has developed the Smart Cities Tiny Houses project. Now, Edmund, you've come up with a cracking idea. Hit us with it.
Well, thanks, Melanie. Look, I just wanted to mention that schools in the UK, if they're using the Centrica system, we can create a step-by-step guide for using the Raspberry Pi, which is a small computer invented or built in the UK, to start extracting the data from the Centrica system for the students, so they can graph the data, save the data, and analyze the data. And that will help the students understand where the energy is being used or lost within their school environment. And that complements the other course, which I currently run in Australia in Melbourne, which is the Smart Cities Tiny House course. But this first course, the Centrica oriented data analysis course using the Raspberry Pi, would be perfect for the UK schools.
So, Edmund, do you think anybody's ever done this?
Look, we always build on the shoulders of giants. That's what I have to say. So we're just the thin icing on the top. But certainly, I think it's just much more accessible to young people and schools and students these days. Certainly, industry is already doing this, analyzing lots of things in manufacturing environments and in the environment. We just have the capacity now to break it down to much simpler modules, which is teachable both to students and also even teachers as well, because we're all on a learning curve, even I am every day. So we can break it down to modules which make it engaging, fun, interesting for students. And the best thing is, if the technology is at school, it's highly relevant to the students as well. So
even though some of the Centrica energy monitoring projects actually have a project manager overseeing it for the school, this is a little bit different. You're saying that the children, the pupils, can use their Raspberry Pi with your step-by-step outline to project manage this themselves and look at the data and have their own reports that they can then feed back to the school's SLT or the leadership or whoever. Maybe they could even have a citizen science project that they can share with Professor Crumdyke over at Heriot-Watt University. Is that possible?
That's right, Melody. In simple terms, normally when a company goes in, puts the sensors in place, they'll send the data to their home base, and they provide the data through dashboards, web-based dashboards or other panels that anyone can have a look at. But it's very challenging to engage students in parts of those processes. So what we do is, the company is very good these days. They provide what's a special URL called an API. And that API, you just plug it into a web page, it sends the data to your computer. We can replace the browser with a Raspberry Pi, and the same thing. You'll go into the computer, and using very simple languages such as Python, which is widely taught in schools, you can pull different aspects of that data out, you can save it onto the computer, and you can graph it. So we really want to engage the students in that additional processing step so they have more affinity with the data.
I think that is absolutely amazing. So any schools out there that have already started using the Centrica energy monitoring system, get in touch with us. Edmund will gladly start building lessons for your pupils and show you how to connect the Raspberry Pi to that Centrica API, to the dashboard, and awesome. The kids are going to love this. And I think so are you as school leaders. It's going to be a fantastic way to monitor your energy and to start preparing those early net zero transitioneers. We call them net zero heroes, but they are going to be transition engineers of the future. Thank you very, very much, Edmund, for this offer. And any schools out there, get in touch. You've got our email below, and we'd love to hear from you.